Welcome. Wow, so if this is your first time being on this channel, my name is Jackie. I'm an avid runner that's trying to run his very first marathon this coming October. So yes, there's the official announcement. I am going to be running in the 2026 TCS Toronto Waterfront full marathon this time. This is my first marathon, and to be honest, my feeling on it right now is scared. I have not done anything near close to the full 42 kilometers that a full marathon asks of you. I've only done half marathons and maybe like 2 or 3 kilometers past that. So like 22, 23, or 23, 24 kilometers past, okay? So that's my running history. That's actually the point at where we're at right now. We're right about to start our training block for the full marathon. And yeah, it's going to be quite a doozy. So if you're training for your first full marathon as well, or you're just training for some race that's upcoming in the summertime or in the fall of 2026, join me on this journey. Leave your Strava handle in the comments below. I'll follow back on whoever. I just want to see all your running journeys, and it's gonna be great. You guys can follow me, I can follow you. We can, support each other, give each other's kudos and whatnot. Oh hey, there's a fellow runner. Anyways, so yeah, that's me. My name is Jackie, and yeah, I'm training for my first full marathon in October 18th, I believe, of this year. So there's that. We are actually prepared. I've actually spent time and crafted a full-on calendar for workouts to train for each week, Monday through Sunday. Of course, we're not going to be training all 7 days a week. That's just overkill, and at that point, I think I'll just burn out like halfway through. So the goal of this training block is not to burn out. It is to keep the motivation and the dream alive of running a full marathon. Okay, so with that in mind, the way I broke down my weekly workouts is 4 runs a week and 2 gym days and 1 rest day. Okay, rest day could be like a recovery day, but mainly it's a rest day. So what I'm gonna be doing for the first week starting June 8th, so that's like right next week, is Monday is always gonna be easy run, just to recover from the weekend's long run. So Monday is always going to be an easy run, whether it's 6 kilometers, 8 kilometers, always easy run, which is around, I want to say a 6-minute pacing. That's what I wanted to put at, 6-minute to 6:20 pacing, of course, per kilometers. As I am in Canada, we use kilometers here, so I'm going to use kilometers. Tuesday, we got the lower bodies. I always have the routine of working out on lower bodies on Tuesday, so I'm just going to keep it as is of how I've been doing it since. So lower body workouts starting Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to have an aerobic run. So an aerobic run, I'm going to be targeting like a steady tempo run, basically. I don't want to surge, I don't want to be too slow, I just want to be right in the middle, right in the fine line. So going through my stats on Strava, I kind of judge, or I kind of set that nice steady rhythm at 5:55 to 6 minutes per kilometer. So we're going to be trying to do that for an extended, like a 8K run, a 9K run, and so forth. Thursdays are where we're going to be really pushing the pace back to speed work. I did speed work for the past Sporting Life race that I just raced. I used speed training in the 10K preparation, and I actually really enjoyed speed work. So every Thursday it's going to be a type of tempo run or interval run. That's like 3x5s, 4x5s. Basically, you're running very, very quick at a very quick pace, and then you're cooling down for a little bit, and then you're just going to repeat on and off for how many ever the cycles there are. Okay, so Friday we're actually going to be hitting upper bodies because you need some balance, right? You're training lowers at most, like the majority of the week. You're going to be hitting your lower body, especially your legs. Tuesday you're hitting lowers, so Friday you might as well throw in the uppers, give your legs a break. So we're going to be doing an upper body on the Friday. Saturday is all rest day, and I might do some mobility here and there, so like riding bikes, you know, just like recovery work, just basically stretching, you know, making the joints loose, that whatnot. Historically, I am bad with the mobility stuff and the recovery stuff, so I better get on my game if I want this training block to go well. Sunday, the all-important day, is the long run day. So with the long runs, I really want to emphasize on feeling. So ingesting all the carb mixes or the gels that I will be consuming, and electrolytes, drinking water, etc., because throughout my races, throughout the 2 half marathons I've run so far to date, I've always hit a wall where my legs are cramped at like 18 to 19 kilometers, like no matter what I end up doing. So I'm gonna try and experiment of how often I should be fueling myself, and if the every 30 or 25 minute interval that is just like the general rule of thumb, is that the rule for me. So yes, that's what we're gonna be doing on Sundays, is always long runs. Now, every single week, depending on how my outside of training life happens, I might move the workouts every now and then, but primarily that is the layout of how we're going to be going about full marathon training in the weeks to come. Well, it's not fun for you guys just to see a little paper calendar here, right? So let's move back to home and create this awesome interactive training calendar, shall we? You can even follow along if you have your own set workout plan, or like training plan or training block plan that you have that you're following. You can create this calendar on your own wall and do the same way. I actually seen this done in like other creators' videos, and I thought it was just a cool, creative, and like more interactive way than just like, oh, I have Monday, oh, I finished Monday, let me just cross it off on the paper or on the phone, whatever, right? So yeah, I'm going to be uploading this calendar to my digital calendar, and I'm going to be using the wall calendar that I'm about to be making in the next couple minutes. So yeah, it's just another fun way to keep the training block fun and like, uplifting, I would call it. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna hop on home and actually create this calendar and close out this video. All right, how are we doing here? Is it good? Yeah, so basically I feel like the best way to do this is start with the workouts first. We're just gonna write them on sticky notes and then put them in a grid pattern to represent the day. And then after we figure out the pattern, we will put the adhesive lettering so it can be displayed across and make it look nice. I think the best way to film this would be just to time lapse this. So without ado, enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you at the end of the video to recap how it looks. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so that is generally what the idea is. So why don't I just cut to when everything's finished and then we'll continue from there. Shall we? Okay, and here we are. In its entirety, we have everything that we'll be doing for the next 3 to 3.5 months. Excuse this, I have a little crack in my closet door and there's like some kind of paste there, so the sticky note doesn't really align or stick to that material very well. So that's why it's not aligned. It's kind of throwing me off and I really don't like it, but it's not going to stick otherwise. So yeah, that's just how it's going to be. These later stages of workouts are kind of scaring me as they are very, very long. 22, peak is 32 kilometers, of course, and then tapering down to race day. But we did get it done. So obviously, now that we made the plan, it's just a matter of fact of sticking to it. Okay, so next video, you'll see week 1. Week 1 is over here. That is 6 kilometers, lower body, 8 kilometers, 3 by 5 minutes, upper, and a long run of 10 kilometers. So yeah, that's week 1. That's where we're starting next video. All in all, excited to start this journey as I prepare for the Waterfront 2026 Marathon here in Toronto. Yeah, so that is where we're going to be at for the next 16 to 18 weeks. I believe this is an 18-week calendar layout. So yeah, super excited. Can't wait to start this just training plan and see where we go with things and if we get comfortable with the longer distances, as I've never really pushed myself past like the 20 kilometer mark in training. And then 21 kilometers is the furthest we ever ran in races. So excited but scared and anxious as well. So let's see what we got. A little pep talk for myself. Come on, Jackie, you got this. Remember, you're awesome. Keep going. Whenever you don't think you got it, you keep going, okay? So let's do this. Let's do this. All right, time to go. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my weekend before this starts. And yeah, I'll take you along on the entire road to the Waterfront 2026. I think that's what I'm gonna name the series, Road to Waterfront 2026. So you'll see that across all the videos, and I'll organize it into a series. But yeah, time to cut everything for the day and relax because that was a lot of work. So see ya, hopefully in the next video. Bye bye.